Hi guys, it's Thursday the 29th of August 2019. Today I'm going to give you a technical analysis report of some UK and US stocks. In this video I'm going to do something a little bit different and just review some stocks that were requested by some of the members of the Discord group Pip Talk. So if you're on the Discord group and Pip Talk, I actually asked some questions earlier asking about if anyone wanted to call out some stocks for me to cover, and I got quite a few suggestions of some stocks to cover. So I'm going to cover these in today's video. Let's get straight into it. Hi guys, it's Andy, aka the Noctrader, your friendly neighborhood swing trader, back again with another video. Remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that alert button to get alerts on all my latest videos. I've got Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Noctrader on all social media platforms, and I've got if you check the description section below, you see a link to my mailing list. If you join my mailing list, you get priority access to my free training course that I'm creating. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll launch it with my website. And you also get, if you want to join my Discord group, which is a chat room for investors and traders to discuss anything and everything to do with investing and trading, just click on the link in the description section below to join the chat room. So today, markets were up today. As you can see, there's a sea of green in the top row. Those are the ones that I really focus on. This is Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq, Russell 2000, Japan, DAX. It doesn't have FTSE here, but all the major indices are up. And that is because, once again, it's another saga of the China-US trade war. The three major US stock market indices rose after Beijing said that it would not retaliate against the last tariff increases. So just news of Beijing deciding that it wouldn't retaliate was enough for the stocks to and indices to go up. So once again, fundamentals have led the charge and are dictating the move of equities and stocks in the markets. So it's a bit of a contentious time for us technical analysts, because how do we do what we do when all of the changes that happen in the market is due to fundamental news? Anytime some news comes out, it can dictate the motion of the market, and that's why some of the suggestions that I made, some of the predictions I made in my last technical analysis report, everything counters to that happened because of this news. So you can never really account for some of the things that are going to happen on the fundamental side, but all you can do is just plan and prepare. And that is why I haven't really taken any positions for a couple of weeks. Well, for some time, because markets are kind of crazy right now. But anyway, I digress. There's always still opportunities to be made, so that's no excuse. I've got a list here. Of all of the stocks that were mentioned for me to give a technical analysis breakdown of by all of my wonderful members of the Discord group Pip Talk. Once again, there's a link in the description section below to Pip Talks. This is a great Discord group with some interesting people, great people. We got an investing channel and trading channel, where myself and infant investors, we both run this channel, and we just a lot of great people on there, talk about anything and everything to do with stocks and investing and trading, and it's just a great community of traders and investors. Let me get straight into the technical analysis right now. I've got quite a few to cover. So the first one is CEY, which is Ken Tamin. Wow, this company's been doing really well for the last since about May. It's been really doing well. Been shooting up since about May. I'm sure this has something to do with the fundamentals. Yeah, it's gone up 84%. Wow, in a short amount of time. Okay, so from a technical aspect, so all these ones I'm looking at right now, this is the first time I'm looking at it. It's not like my technical analysis videos that I normally do, where it's stocks on my watch list. So I've been looking at them for quite some time, so I kind of know how they're operating. I'm kind of just, whatever you see me doing now is what I've just done now, and I haven't taken any real time to look at these stocks in any length. But sometimes it's good to see the process of how I break down stocks, and even if there's no real analysis to be had, it's always good just to see the process of how I break down stocks anyway. And I sound like I'm waffling right now, so I'll try to stop. Okay, so that's not really anything. Can't really find too much here. It looks like there's a support line here though. That's that's been made quite obvious because it's hit this line several times. So this is a good support line. This would have been a good buy point if I'd known about this stock, but potentially it could be creeping all the way up to the old resistance line on a looks overbought on the daily chart, so it might be due a retracement, but you never know. It could just be plateauing, ready to climb up some more. I wouldn't be surprised if that was happening. On the 4-hour chart, not really much information given there. So let's get back to the daily chart. So there's not really any kind of method to my madness. I just kind of trying to find any sort of clues as to what any information that I can find that can help make a kind of decision on what the next play would be, because it's quite interesting position to be when a stock's gone up like 84% as well. Something like this, I'd be scared to kind of enter now. Ooh, this looks interesting. Is that? Let's see if Fibonacci is going to help us out this time. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. No, let me delete that. So, as it stands for CEY, on the weekly chart, it looks like an ascending wedge. There's a little bit of like an ascending wedge. I think it's due a retracement, but for the most part, I still think price is going to keep rising to at least the old resistance line, so which is about 178. So I still think it's got a little bit more to move up. Given that I've just heard about it now, I wouldn't enter it now because it's already gone up. But from an investor standpoint, this is a good stock. This sounds like a good stock to enter. On the weekly chart, it's hit the support line here. That would have been a great entry point at 76 if I'd known about it, because it's hit it several times before. And the 188 simple moving average is curving up. I'd say yeah, looks good. Ascending wedge. There's not much more I can say for this chart apart from that. VOD.L, Vodafone. Back to my Vodafone. All right. So Vodafone. On the weekly chart, it looks like it's climbing up. On the daily chart, yeah, so Vodafone is one that I actually took a position in a while back. If you remember one of my old videos, I caught it when it was here, and I went long, and it climbed up to here, and I made my profit. Even though it went up some more, I could have made way more, but that's just how it goes sometimes, you know. Yeah, I found the ascending channel pattern, and I caught it at this price, about 125, and I rode it up to about 136, but there was way more action to be taken. And this move was due to the announcement that they were going to create a new company that sold masts, I think, something like that. Yeah, so either way, this is a really good move. Vodafone climbed up, consolidated above the 180-day simple moving average, and then started climbing some more. So I took a quick break there. Okay, so yeah, started climbing some more. I believe Vodafone's going to carry on going up. I think it's, as you can see, it's been sitting above the 15-day exponential moving average, and the 180-day simple moving average is below the price, and it looks like it's about to start curving up. So I can see this just going from strength to strength. I can't see this really. Yeah, it looks good for Vodafone, and I think it's only going to get stronger, especially with 5G and all these other things. But right now, yeah, Vodafone looks strong. I wouldn't enter right now if you hadn't entered already, but there's still more room for growth, as I've seen before. It looks like it's a bit of like a bear flag at the moment on the 4-hour, so bull flag. So you can see here, it's kind of something like that. I don't know. Either way, I think it's going to go up. So yeah, buy for me for Vodafone. Next one is BDEV. I think I've got this on my watch list already. Do I have this on my watch list? No, I don't. BDEV, which is Barratt Development. I've been watching this for some time actually anyway, so this is a good one to look at. Barratt's been climbing for some time now. It's kind of plateaued. price on the MACD and RSI, it looks like it's just leveling off. If you go on the daily chart, it's kind of making an ascending channel pattern. So it's ascending channel pattern here, peak, trough, bottom, top, bottom. It hasn't reached the top here, and it's kind of dissipating in volume. Right now, it's kind of hard to say what it's going to do next, but yeah, I don't even want to kind of give some sort of prediction. I'm not sure what it's going to do next, to be honest, because if you had told me around here, I would have thought it was going to break out to the upside, but it kind of sold off. So the only thing I can say is that the 180-day simple moving average is curving up, and that's always a good sign that price is going to keep climbing. But it's a homes company, so I'm a bit worried about companies in the housing sector when the recessions come in. So the fundamentals and the technicals are kind of telling me two different things. My gut's telling me to stay away from housing companies as we near a recession, when the property price of properties are depreciating. It's a fly. Ugh. And then the 180 simple moving average is curving up, so it's just one to watch really. What I'd do is that I would set an alert on this line. Set an alert on this line, and then see where we go from here. But yeah, right now inconclusive with Barratt's. SGLN. Oh, that's gold. Yeah, good old gold. Gold is making power moves. Look at that. A gold is definitely, for me, a buy without even looking at this chart. The reason I say that is that we all know that gold is inversely proportionate. It's inversely correlated to major equities. So what that means is that when the market is down, gold goes up because people use it as a safe haven. So gold has already been moving from strength to strength. Can you see that? From here to here, in 3 months, it's moved 29%, which is pretty good. If we go on a weekly chart, yeah, it hasn't had this kind of climb since. It hasn't been this high since 2016. This really shows you it's really made the power move. Now, I would need a little bit of a sell-off for gold, only because I think, once again, I just err on the side of caution a lot of time. If something's made a major move, I always feel like if I enter it now, that's going to be the time that it starts dipping. And because it's double topped here, I feel like it's going to dip again. So gold is a buy for me, but I would wait for it to kind of sell off and give me a nice little second entry point, and then I'd probably buy. But as I stand, I think gold is a buy because of the fact that it's the type of stock that you want to, well, not stock, but the type of commodity you want to hold when to hedge the market during a recession. But also, from a technical aspect, you need to notice that this resistance line has been a resistance line before. So the fact that it's double topped there means that it could potentially sell off. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it could potentially sell off. It's hitting once, hit it twice. It could come down and then try it again. When it comes down and looks like it's curving up, that would be a nice place to enter. Next one is Disney Channel. Well, not Disney Channel, Walt Disney. Disney. Disney on a weekly chart. Disney has been moving from strength to strength, but we all know why. It's because of the streaming platform. If anyone doesn't know about streaming platform, Disney has really been coming for Netflix and by launching Disney Plus, and also they've just been really going on the full offensive with their streaming platform, and that's what this big climb is. And remember, Disney from 2015 to about this year, it's just been ranging, not really doing much, just ranging. Then it made an emphatic move, and now it looks like it's going to climb again. I believe it's got more to climb, because this stream platform is going to be a real game changer once it's really up and running. It hasn't even really fully gotten up and running yet, but once that revenue stream really hits in, and also obviously the merger with Fox as well is part of it. But yeah, Disney's really going to take over next year, and I believe it's going to be a strong buy. It's made a big move already, but it looked like it's gearing up for a second one. MACD, RSI, all kind of showing signs that it's going to curve up and then make another climb. Price here has found a little bed, little support line, kind of like here. I'm not here. Let me show you. Something like that. Yeah. So it looks like it's ready to make another climb. This would be a great entry point in my opinion. And if you want to set a stop loss just below here, that would be great. And I think it's going to start climbing again. It may take some time. Obviously, this is a daily chart, so this is for investors, really, not like swing traders, because you'll be holding this for some time. But I believe that it's going to make a major move to the upside. If you look at, let's use some Fibonacci, see if that's going to work. Yeah, so look at the Fibonacci here. If you take it from 10640 to the recent peak, where it dipped back is the 38.2% level. So maybe potentially, this is all hearsay, this is all just conjecture and me guessing. One of these levels could potentially be a level for it to aim for. This is just guesswork, by the way. So you could aim for 16 or 1720 just based off of Fibonacci. But yeah, trader, invest at your own discretion. Remember that. This is just guesswork. Next one is Tesla. For some time, I've been saying Tesla is going to creep back up. It sold off, but I think it's going to creep back up to this line. And but Tesla's one of those stocks that's similar to it's just one of those stocks that because of the way the CEO is, Elon Musk, you never really know what's going to happen. And that's why I've kind of stayed clear of it. I've made some great predictions along the way with Tesla, because I predicted it was going to sell off here, I predicted it was going to go back up here, and I predicted once it reached here, it was going to sell off here. Here, I think we're in the cusp of a reversal. So it's been just ranging at like a descending channel pattern. Let me go to the 4-hour chart to really get a better look. It's been making like a descending channel pattern. It'll be better if I show you that. Yeah, so something like that. Something like that. Wait. Yeah, something. No, I won't give you the bottom one. The bottom one's a bit weak. Yeah, so I think it's gonna break out, and then it's gonna break out to the upside, then break past 2600. So 260. Sorry. So it's gonna break out here, break out here. Reason why I say that is because if you look at the daily chart, this is just from experience. It's hard to really explain properly, but this shape of the MACD is something I've seen before. And when it's shaping up like this, what it's telling me is that it's been trying to break out a couple times, but it hasn't really had the momentum. But now it looks like the MACD line is going to cross over the signal line and really climb up. So I believe this is going to climb up and this is going to climb up. But this is only under the circumstances of which if the trade war doesn't go through, or if there's no kind of fundamental news on the market that's really going to hit Tesla stocks. So you have to take what I say with a pinch of salt. I could be right from a technical perspective, and then tomorrow some sort of news can come out that can really just throw all my plans through the floor. So you have to also be careful to always be mindful of what's going on the macro level, because my technicals are right, but they can always be outweighed by fundamental news. But what I'm seeing right now is that Tesla's going to climb, and if it climbs, given that no other information comes out that's too crazy that will affect it too much, I think it's going to break through 260 and then climb up again. So that's my thoughts on Tesla. Next one is Twitter. Is it Twitter or what's T? There's this fly. Yeah, I'm back. Alright, back to where we were. T. What's T? I think T is 18T's been making higher highs so far. Looking good. Let's look at it from a wider lens. So on a weekly chart, obviously like most stocks, it sold off all the way to December and then started climbing from December to January. Previous high was around here, so it's getting close to previous high, which was around March 2017. On the daily chart, it looks kind of like the MACD looks like it's kind of losing momentum. It looks like an ascending wedge to me, but I need to kind of dig a little bit deeper before I make a verdict on what I think type of shape it's making. Let's do some chart analysis now. Nope. Nope. I don't see any real patterns, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really see any strong patterns one way or the other. The only thing I do see something that's disconcerting is that the MACD looks like it's kind of flatlining, and that shows me that there's momentum. Looks like it's about to slow down. This is kind of what I was talking about when I said that I saw like an ascending wedge. This is not really a good kind of, it's cutting through too many lines to really look serious, but it looks like an ascending wedge, so that can be one or two things. It could be ready to sell off, but this line doesn't actually. I'm going to delete that because it doesn't really show. It cuts through too many lines to really be an ascending wedge. I can't really see any patterns in this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm clutching at straws here, so I'm just gonna move on. I haven't really got any verdict here or there. The only thing I say is 180-day simple moving average is moving up, so that could tell me that it's gonna climb some more. I think it might climb at least to the previous resistance, and then we can see from there what it's gonna do. But I haven't really got a strong opinion of this stock either way. Next one is PD. PD is PagerDuty. Okay. So it hasn't been around for much long, so that's why there's not much information on it. It's hard to really do technical analysis in stocks like these because there's not much data to kind of look at. But we could try. This is what I see straight away. This would have been the potential to buy here. I think when you see when you see like it's made a kind of like a resistance here, that means that it looks like it's going to break out. So I'd say this could potentially be a nice little buy, even though it's already climbed a little bit. You could buy here, set your stop loss for just below, and then see how high it climbs, and just make your stop loss really tight, so that when it decides to change direction, it will stop you out. But I think there's some money to be made. I'm just wary about stocks that have just IPO'd for obvious reasons. You know how I feel about stocks that have recently IPO'd in 2019. Most of them are trash. But yeah, some money could be made off this. It's already gone up a little bit, as I said before. Let's see how much it's gone up already today. It's gone up, yeah, 7-8%, which is not bad. If it could go up a little bit more. If you want to enter this, I'd say enter long now, set your stop loss just tight, and then keep creeping up. Yeah, that's the advice I give on this one. Lloyd Banking. Okay, Lloyds UK stock. This is one I've been following for some time. I said a while back. I actually said this. I said Lloyd's gonna sell off back to this previous support line here, of 50 pence or something like that. And they laughed at me when it was 56. They laughed at me and said it was gonna be 50. It's at 50. I think it might even go even lower. It's looking in a bad way right now for Lloyd. Yeah, so it's kind of just consolidating above this previous support, and it hasn't really made the decision what it's going to do yet. If you go down to 1 hour chart, yeah, it hasn't made the decision yet. We're looking for it to kind of break out of this range here, something like that. But as of now, no decision has been made by the stock as to what it's going to do. You just have to wait this one out. You want to see it making higher highs. If it starts making higher highs, then I'd say it'll be a buy. But as it stands, and banking stocks as well are not the most lucrative ones right now. They may be at a good discount, and maybe in the future they will be. But because of low interest rates, the banking sector isn't the best place to be. But having said that, you can look at this as a good discounted stock. But and then that is at a previous support. If you look at the daily chart, this was a support here, this was a support here. So this price is a significant level, but we don't know if it's going to sell off some more. It's done it before here, so actually let me draw this line here just in case. It's done it before here, so we don't know if it's going to sell off some more again. You just have to wait it out, see if it climbs. what I'd do is just set an alert on this line and just see how it reacts. But right now it's kind of ranging, and it hasn't really given us enough information to tell us whether it's going to climb or sell off some more. So I'd have to wait this one out. And finally, Taylor Wimpey, another housing company. What's with you guys in housing companies? Don't you know we're entering a recession? I don't know why this line's here. I'm gonna move it. I don't know what I was thinking when I put that there. Yeah, so on the weekly chart, it looks like it's selling off. This looks like a short for me from the weekly chart. Price has gone below the 188 simple moving average, consolidated, then sold off some more. It looks like it's a sell to me. Let's go to the daily. Daily. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, let's go. Yeah, here we go. We're back. So Taylor Wimpey, TW. So daily doesn't look too impressive either. Right now it looks like it's selling off as well. What I see here is I see kind of like a this and this to this. What's this telling me is that it's going up then coming down, going up coming down. I think it's gonna sell off some more. And even the MACD's kind of showing me that it's gonna sell off some more. I think Taylor Wimpey is a short in my personal opinion. I can see it selling off emphatically in the next couple of days, the way it did here and the way it kind of did here. I can see it selling off. The way it sold off here, I can see it selling off even more exaggerated. So it went 16% in the next 8 days. I can see it doing even more than that in about the same amount of time. So I'd say it's either short or just stay away from it if you don't want to take short positions. So I've gone through quite a few stocks already. Thanks Discord group for suggesting them. I hope you've stayed to the end. It's Any, aka the Noctrader, signing out.